Hello everybody, welcome to Reading Time with me, Austin Featherstone. A lot of you know me as Ozzy the Clown, with my little sidekick, Annie the Amalekite. And she also does stories with me outside the clown, but tonight I thought I should read something to you that I have written myself. And the title for the story is called Blood Trail. One night, man driving in his car in the middle of the warm summer's breeze at 11:30 p.m., 30 minutes before midnight, his car starts to make funny noise. Need to pull over to find out what the fuss is all about. Campsite will be good spot to stay overnight in my car since I need someone to give me a boost with battery cables. I can save money, then spend money on a hotel. Hey, no pain, no gain. Less you save money during his sleep, man wakes up to go use the restroom. Next thing you know, he hears a scream out loud. It's coming up from that direction. Next thing you know, he can also hear some laughing. I must go and find out. He was walking, blood seen on the ground, huge footprints, owls, and hoo ravens with each other. More walking, another scream out loud. He's getting closer, more blood on the trail. Seems to show up. Next thing you know, there is a light on up ahead in his old cabin. What else is there? Wood all over the ground, axe broken, blood right to the door handle. It's also rusty. Look, window, man wearing butcher clothing with a butcher knife covered with blood. Apron ripped, screaming came from the radio. Man sees him, opens the door, and says, "Come in here. Come in. Here's some venison. Let's use the old cable boosters to help you get back to the road." John Bottles was so happy to be back on the road again, but he will not stop remembering all of the blood he saw on the trail that leads to his cabin, where that night man lives. Well, that was a story I've written for adults. The way the blood on the trail, it's supposed to be scary, but near the end, you'll find out it's not a scary story. I just wanted to mix it up, because usually scary stories where someone gets, abducted, and they're probably, that happens to them, or a monster gets them in that, but I thought at the beginning I would do something a little different. This is my second YouTube video. I know I posted one with my clowns, so, because mostly I like doing stuff, on my Facebook, but these upload videos on YouTube, I know someone, she can probably help me get my live stream on my YouTube going. So this video's with the stories for 18 and older, so if you have kids, it's not for them, because the beginning might confuse them. So it's nice to mix it up here. But now I'm back, now doing a couple stories, one with my clown, for adults, and one outside. It's time to get back to doing some more family, children-oriented clown stuff. That's my specialty and game, but here and there it's nice to mix up, because, hey, 99% I entertain adults, because adults need to chaperone their children when they're at a kids show, so it's mostly adults, but Forte is trying to teach kids how there's entertainment in that, so when they get older and they have the gift like me to make people laugh or do this stuff, they can. So yeah, you have to mix it up here and there. You need a little bit of variety. I have a friend that told me that, and she's right. She's a singer and an actor herself, so she would know. Myself, I'm a bit of an actor with my clown and puppetry and stories, because I do it on the side. Myself, I've always been a bit more of a professional athlete, so I would know a bit more about my running than some people would, being taught by coaches. but 35 and retired and had enough traveling and competing. It's time to run on the side a couple days a week and let someone else younger take the chance to win. Because it's not about winning, or it doesn't matter if you win or lose. It's just how you play the game. Because people will clap and applaud and appreciate you. There'll always be the odd jerk who will laugh at you and say, "Oh, you suck," or because you have to get first. That's just them being jerks. So I have that experience a couple of times, but they probably don't always mean it. They just want to show off and play the victim. They shouldn't be hypocrites about it, going on about other people, ramping and raving and carrying on about them because they're no better. Oh well, it's just the way life is. If you're an artist or an athlete like me, you'll have life challenges or any kind of career. I'm not going to focus or play the victim or be bitter or angry about it. I just want to explain, because if it's one thing to talk about and explain to people and think of something positive and happy to make you chuckle, so just getting this entertainment out of my system. I'm trying to think of a new clown turn to work on and a new clown story with Annie, because I know Annie will be happy to get back on. Because I just wanted to give her a night off, a little bit of a break so she can rest. It's NDP hours, but don't tell her. I heard that, Austin. Oh, Annie's NDP, but I'm not. Hey, you have NDP thinking yourself, Austin. What do you mean, Annie? Well, no one can see me, but you like the idea if you go to work or not, you get that time on holiday pay, time and a half or time and a quarter, and it's paid sick days. Well, I used to get that, Annie. It's just a way because for years, people who work hard been taken advantage of, and I'm not NDP, Annie, but that's the one thing I like, how that party stepped in to make sure employees who are hard working. It's like anything, Annie. There's people that will try to take advantage of it, and there's people like me who work hard and honest about it. And if your boss doesn't have that, there'll be workers that also take advantage of their employers, if you have that stuff or not. Well, that makes sense. It works. But I don't want to go too much on about government stuff, because it's more entertainment. It's just that Annie likes to be a little bit more arguing. You know, you're not a good whisperer. I can still hear you. Well, at least you heard Annie. She always has to step in and thinks it's about her. Oh, sorry. Better not talk about Annie too much. That's right. Say it to my face and behind the camera. She has a point there. Well, thank you for joining me in this little video. And remember, my friend Ozzy the Clown will be back with Annie, and they'll be happy. I'm sure they'll find a story to make your kids happy. Until then, bye everybody.